Good evening. I am Phil Brilliant. I'm the owner of Brilliant Environmental Services. This is my first of hopefully many podcasts. Recently took a course, a 6-month course called the Kauffman FastTrac GrowthVenture. And I was told by the instructor, Marion Chamberlain, that I had a good story and that I should start telling my story. And so I figured, sitting home alone, no time like the present to start telling my story and figuring out if anybody else wants to hear it, or I can motivate people or inspire people with what I've been through. So this is my office at home. You can see my Mets logo behind me. If we spin a little, you got the New Jersey Devils over there. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we'll spin all the way around. And there's my Rutgers Scarlet Knights, where you'll find me on every Saturday in the fall at the Rutgers football games with my good friend Danny Morris. And we hope that this year will be better than last year, and we hope that every year. So I really was inspired tonight, to start by one reason. What we're going through in America, what we're going through in this world is just something I never fathomed, never thought about. We always thought that we were invincible as Americans. That Ebola could happen and SARS and other diseases around the world. But here in America, I thought we were immune. I thought we had the best technologies, the best doctors, and I thought things, would always be good for us. Never did I expect this. What it's done to the economy, what it's doing to people's health and welfare, and the fact that, 9 million people in New Jersey and many others in other states have been told, do not leave your house. No reason, unless you need a food shop, you're an essential employee, or you have a health reason. Who would ever thought it? I keep saying that I'm waiting for Rod Sterling to walk out of the closet and tell me, welcome to the Twilight Zone. So today I ventured out and went food shopping. Went to my local Stop and Shop. They're not paying for this, so I apologize for using their name. And, I keep repeating to myself that this is a study in human nature. And I really wish I was a psychologist. Walking through the aisles, because I never have a list, reminded me of so many different things that I really had no interest in buying, but thought I needed to buy because the shelves were empty. Soup. Every soup in the market was gone. Every can. Every container, except for the natural food soups. So I bought a few of those. There was no ice cream to be found. There was nothing. Nothing. I bought a couple ice cream bars because myself and my dog Leonard, we like that at night. So hopefully that'll get us through the night. No toilet paper, no paper towels, no napkins, no cleaning supplies, nothing. It is amazing. There is no way that the normal shoppers in that store just bought their normal amount. People are definitely hoarding and waiting for the apocalypse to come, because basically we are going to have no tomorrow without toilet paper. So then I walked down this aisle and got me a little emotional. I walked down the Passover food aisle. Not one thing was out of place. Nobody has thought yet about shopping for Passover. It's only 2 weeks away. And at this time every year, we are buying our Passover food. We are stocking. We're getting it before anybody else does, because we need to make sure we have it. So why did I get emotional? 15 years ago, around this time, my mom was in the hospital. She had been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. Actually, April 9th, I think it was. Can't remember. 36 days later, she passed away. It was quick. Stage 4 pancreatic cancer. She never knew what hit her. A stroke about 20 days later. And we always said took her voice and took her cough, because she always coughed. And I have that same cough today, so apologize if I cough during this. But before she passed away, and before the stroke, I set up a Passover Seder in the hospital, in St. Peter's Hospital. And every Passover since, I think about that. I think about her having her family around her. I think about her standing with her twin brother. I have a picture downstairs of that. And so every Passover is a little bittersweet these days because it's not like it ever was. So that made me emotional and that made me think. And then tonight when I was deciding if I was going to do this or not, made my dinner, pulled out my chicken, and found my wishbone. My mom and I would spend many hours fighting over this wishbone. Who would get the bigger end? Whose wish would come true? So when I saw it tonight, I figured I had to do this first webcast, podcast, whatever we call it. And I had to say that as I make my wish tonight, I wish for all of us a better day tomorrow, good health and happiness, and that we all take into our own hands the future. We stay home. We do social distancing. And we do everything we can do to see the end of this. Because this is affecting all of us every day. In everything we do, let it be work, let it be home, let it be health. So that's my short to-do tonight. You learned a little about me, but we'll keep going as the days go on. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.